your average order. Sell some sets. Okay, so next slide. But the secret to selling more sets, guys, is really just finding your customer's comfort zone. So that all begins with our dropping down, our drop down process. Can you, John, can you go to the next slide? Yes, next slide. Cool. So that begins after asking for the order with those bigger options, aka like the homie or the family set or the ultimate set maybe, but this is a gradual process. So it's after you get no to the homemaker, maybe they said no, it's like, okay, where do I go from there? If you drop down too fast with this, keep in mind you're killing your own CPO, okay? Like you're ruining your chance of closing on any set, period. So don't give up after you get a no to the homemaker because that's just the starting point. You wouldn't be at the top of a staircase and just jump all the way to the bottom of the stairs, right? You have to take it each step at a time. And so you have to do that in your demos because that's ruining your chance of closing on the sets. So again, after you get a no to the homie, where do you go from there? So yeah, next slide. So the objective with dropping down is overall to get a yes sooner. Again, we're finding their comfort zone, and then we can always go back up from there with a good deal, right? So this takes, it just takes longer to get a yes if you're going through every single set is what we're thinking with this. So instead of going like straight line dropping down like every single like this is the set, this is the set, this is the set, like it's you're not asking the right questions really soon enough. And so if we can get there sooner, great. And so in finding their comfort zone, I want this approach that you guys use in dropping down after slide 10. This is what John just said, practice demo. You're going to go to slide 13. Okay. So after they get a no, you call your manager, right? But we're going to ask you guys to go to slide 13. And instead of just taking them through every single set, it's like they might like not be finding exactly what they're looking for, or it's just a lot that can be overwhelming to asking all those questions back to back about every single set. And so we're going to start with slide 13. That's where you see all of the individual pieces and the names of them. And so you're just going to ask their 5 favorite pieces. And of course, you'll call your manager back and you'll ask their 5 favorite pieces. And what do we just do with that? So we found something that they actually like. They told you specifically like the pieces they do like. And so they said yes to something, basically. They're adding that to the wish list, and that's something that they're interested in. So from there, we're going to compare the pricing. So we're going to give you guys 2 deals from there once we have their 5 pieces. So next slide, John.
Yeah, Brooke, you just want to do a demo? Here you go. I'll stop.
Yeah, no, just can you keep it on the slide? Because I have it all there. Like I have pictures. Yeah, like it's all there. So yeah, okay. Okay, so you have your 5 pieces. So this is just an example, guys. Let's say that they say the paring, carver, chef knife, butcher, trimmer. Okay, so with that, basically the pricing is gonna go to the next slide. Yeah, we would give the first deal is this one. So the first deal is those 5 pieces that they chose. So it's paying $646 in full for just those 5 pieces, and that's like a minimum on 131 today. And so that's deal 1. But they could also all those pieces, or at least like majority of those pieces, the chef, trimmer, and paring knife that they chose that they like, those and the carver, those are in the all knife set. So basically we would match it to a set, the majority set that like the set that has the majority of the pieces they chose. So in this example, it's the all knife set. And from there, the only piece that it's missing is the butcher knife. So that's why we would just give that missing piece free from there. And so they're getting a carver, chef, spatula, trimmer, paring, free butcher knife, cutting board, tray, and a sharpener. Okay, and then next slide. And so then you're going to compare the pricing. So you have like the price of just the 5 pieces, but we have like way more. If you can see what they're getting more for their money if they choose that set. Okay, so which one sounds like the better deal to y'all? The one where they're probably getting more for their money. And so next slide, that instead of paying, the $646, it's just $635 for the price of the all knife because they're getting a free butcher knife, not paying for that. And that's only $129 today in the weekly budget, guys. So Miss Jones only pays $2 more today to get the set. Okay, so it's finding something they like, matching it to the set, and you can give whatever additional they want for free. In this example, we did the butcher knife. So instead of doing like the buy now bonus is typically like, I'll give you free shears, right? You can replace that with what they actually told you they want. And then they're getting a better deal. They're paying, they can afford $2 more today. And now you just sold a set. Now your average order is higher, and that's the idea, is selling sets and increasing your average order. So next slide. Okay, so again, it's giving your customers 2 options instead of 1. It's not just this one, does that work today? Because they could just say no. So you always want to give them one or the other. And so the special one, and then one with this, if you guys are doing this right, one is going to obviously look better, right? Like they get a set that has the cutting board, the sharpener, the storage, all that, and a free gift, right? And it's still just $2 more today versus they get no storage, nothing else with it, just the 5 pieces. So you would give like special 1, which is their pick 5, and special 2 is their starter set. And 1 is obviously going to look like a better deal to them. And so really breaking that down for them. And then next slide. Okay, cool. And yeah, again, that's what we did with the butcher knife. We bonused it instead of the shears. Next. Okay, and so now, final piece of advice, guys. After you do this drop down, you implement this drop down tip and it works and you get a yes to a set, congrats. Don't just place the order immediately, guys. Huge tip. Get recommendations. Take them to slide 18. Like, you're going to be calling in to your manager and telling us what their 5 favorite pieces are. And we're going to be the ones like getting these 2 deals for you. And so you don't just want them like sitting there, like mindlessly waiting. Like, take advantage of that time. You might as well take them to slide 18, right? Like, have them go through the app. So like, use your time efficiently. Get recommendations while you're getting their deals. You're busy getting their deals. They're busy giving you guys recommendations. It's just more efficient with their time. And then you also get everything you're looking for by the time you place the order. It's all done. You already got your recommendations. So guys, ask for recommendations. Slide 18 while your manager is like giving you the 2 deals, right? And then you offer the 2 deals. They say yes, cool, awesome. You got a sponsor minimum and a set sale. So it's a win-win. But next here. Okay. And so think about how this could impact your average week by implementing this. Okay. When you're closing on minimum 5 pieces every demo or a set every demo, even if it's just a starter set, and you just start getting more efficient at closing on those sets, no matter big or small set, like your average order is increasing. You're getting closer to that average order, to that $400 that you want to be at. And so if you do 10 demos in a week and you make 6 sales, guys, because 60% closing, and you're averaging about $400 by doing this, the buy 5 or selling those starter sets, that's like $2,400 in CPO for the week, okay? And if you're at 30%, guys, you're looking at a $700 week. And so this should be all a point of focus for you guys. Like, getting better at closing on set, big or small. I just see so many people that just like, they get a no to the first set that they offer, and they're just immediately like, no, I have to take them through gifts and accessories. I hope, like, they're just in panic mode. They're just like, I hope that they'll buy at least like 1 gadget for me. It's like, no, like, don't sell yourself short. Like, and Trent, he's really good at calling in. This kind of happened where it was like a no to a couple of deals we offered with like the sets, right? And it was a couple of times that he had to call in, and it was definitely like the steak knives they were looking at, and then like the family set deal just wasn't, we like went up to that, but then it just wasn't good enough. We had to drop back down to something else. We were really just matching it to the pieces that his customer said they wanted, because it was like, I really like this piece, but I also want steak knives, instead of just closing on like a couple steak knives, which is what like he naturally wanted to do immediately. It's like, no, we found the set that has the pieces they want. We gave them some free gadgets, and it was a yes. And so he sold a homemaker. So that's the advantage, guys, of calling in, of finding their comfort zone and getting the best deal for your customers. So just think about how this could impact your weekly demos, guys. Like, you're doing less appointments and you're selling more. So that should all be kind of a goal for you guys going into this next week as we kind of build momentum for our first sales competition. But yeah, those are my tips. Let me know if anyone has questions, and yeah.
Woo! Can we give Miss Brooke a big round of applause? Drop questions, guys, in the chat box. I'd love, guys. We just heard 3 awesome messages from Brooke, Jackie, and